Okay, so what I've done is I've created a bespoke pace calculator, which is driven by a couple of formulae in Excel. And it's very simple to use. I'm going to try and run you through it as quickly as possible, but essentially it consists of two parts. One, this Excel spreadsheet, and two, this very useful pace calculator, which someone has created on the web. And that will help me generate the splits, which I will paste in here, which will give me the times. Of day at which I will expect to hit that point, as well as the total running time. What I've done here is I have put all the sort of key milestones of the route for Sunday, and you'll see that the ones in red are the official cutoffs, which are shown over here, just to re-emphasize that. And then the other ones that are not highlighted in red are other key areas of the route that one might want to have an indication of time to hit. So what we've got to do to start off with is if I click on this hyperlink here, that will open that pace calculator for me. And what I need to do here is I want to type in the time that I'm hoping to finish in. So I'm hoping for a Bill Rowan, and I'm hoping that I will be able to do it in 8 hours and 50 minutes to give myself a 10-minute buffer. And what I want to do is I want to take the distance for the day, which is 86.83 kilometers exactly, and I want to put that in, and I want to stipulate that it's kilometers. That's very important. And what I want to do is I want to calculate my pace, so I will change this pace calculator to kilometers. Again, very important. And I now click calculate pace. And what that does is it says that I will need to do at an average of 6 minutes, 0.06 seconds per kilometer in order to get in 850. And what I then do is I then click on this calculate splits button, and that opens up this window which shows me all of the splits at every single kilometer. So I just want to maximize that window, and what I'm going to do here is I'm going to copy this entire range. So you can just um, copy and paste. So if I copy that whole thing, you can either highlight it down or Control or A for Control All, and then copy that. And I'm now going to go back to my spreadsheet, and I'm going to select cell I1, and I'm going to paste that into that cell. And you'll see that what that does is magically populate each one of those key milestones on the route with the total running time for the day and the time of day that I'll be expected to arrive there. So you'll see here that at each point there's the finish line, and I'm going to hit that in 8 hours 50, and that would be at 20 past 2 in the afternoon. So that achieves that for me. What this other tab over here does, this fixed cutoffs tab, is that in this one you'll see that the red is extended out, and in this model, what I've done is these cutoffs are absolutes. So that 240 is 240, and there's no formula in there that will change it depending on the splits. Similarly, each one of those, the 9:30 at Umlaas will be 9 hours and 30. And so if I paste those same 8-hour 50 splits in there, then in the cells in between, it will have my splits that I would need to be at that point to run an 8-hour 50. But the absolutes in terms of the cutoff being 12 for a finish, 11 hours 10 at top of poly shorts are all stay in that model. So this is maybe one to for those to use who are on the lower side and going for an 11 and a half or 12 hours so that they can keep those there as a barometer. But then what you can do is you can fiddle around. So if I go back to the calculator and I say, let me see if I want to do it in 9 hours 30 by contrast, and I calculate the pace again, you'll see that's increased it to 633. And if I calculate the splits and then maximize that window, and I instead copy in these values and paste them over here, what I've done is I've created a little macro to delete the cell contents. So if you just do Control R, that will delete everything there. And then again, I go to I1 and I paste it, and you'll see now that the finish time is 9 hours 30, and I'd be expected to finish at 3 o'clock. And this way you can You can adapt this, you can cut out various things. If I don't want that, I could delete it feasibly from the model. You can play around to really make this particular to the race that you want to run and have the times that you want to achieve. So hopefully it's really useful to you. Thanks.